Hello everyone. Silver has given exceptional returns in the last 1 year, but has it reached its summit or is there still any more room left? In this video, I'll try to answer this question with the help of few facts and charts. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you should be in a situation to make a decision on your own. Let's get started. Before moving on, please read the entire disclaimer carefully. Okay, so first of all, let's see the returns of silver in the last 1 year. So in last 1 week itself, it has given 1.85% returns. In last 1 month, 13.35%. In last 3 months, 16.36%. In last 6 months, 26.02%. Year till date, that is in last 9 months, 46.4%. And in last 12 months, it has given returns of 40.69%. So phenomenon returns in this year. Let's see the major tailwinds for silver. First is the growing industrial demand. Silver is an essential component in many high growth green energy technologies. For example, solar panels. The solar industry is a significant consumer of silver, and new photovoltaic technologies are using more silver than the older versions. The global push for renewable energy, especially from major markets like India and China, is a key driver. Second is the electronics and 5G. Silver's unmatched electrical conductivity makes it vital for electronics, including 5G infrastructure, electric vehicles, and AI related applications. Next element is the persistent supply deficit. The silver market has been in a structural supply deficit for several consecutive years, where demand consistently outpaces new mine production and recycling. In it, there are two things. First is the byproduct mining. Over two-thirds of silver is a byproduct of mining for other metals like copper, lead, and zinc. This makes silver supply less responsive to its own price signals. The next is the declining ore grades. The quality of silver ore being mined has been declining, requiring more investment and effort to extract the same amount of metal. The Silver Institute had published the World Silver Survey. Let's take a look at it. So this is one of the page of the survey. There are a couple of things to note here. First of all, this graph on the left hand side shows the industrial demand. And as you can see, the industrial demand is keep on rising. And for the next couple of years at least, the pattern is quite clear. The demand is on the rise for silver. Now, I have highlighted some portion of the text as well, which is very interesting to read. Uh, in 2020, so 2025 will mark the fifth year in a row of silver seeing a hefty deficit. We cannot expect much of a solution to this deficit position from mine production, as this is expected to peak in 2026 and then to fall as several mines start to reach their end of line. So it is very concerning, but at the same time, for us as an investor, it seems to be a very good opportunity. And at the bottom, you see at the same time we remain optimistic for industrial demand. So as per this report, they are optimistic for demand, but they are not so sure about the supply. So what does this indicate? This indicates that, to me at least, this indicates that the prices of silver can soar to unimaginable heights in a year or two. Anyways, let's go back to the tailwind sections. Okay, let's see the other tailwinds. Next is the favorable macroeconomic conditions. Now, first of them is the loose monetary policy. Expectations of a more dovish stance from central banks, including potential interest rate cuts by the US Fed Reserve. So they have cut the interest rates couple of days back, and as per their commentary, it is expected that there could be couple of more cuts in the next 3 months, and then there could be further cuts in the next year as well. So these rate cuts make non-yielding assets like silver more attractive compared to fixed income investments. The next is the weaker US dollar. Now, a weaker US dollar makes dollar denominated commodities, including silver, more affordable for international buyers, which can boost global demand. And third is the safe haven appeal. Now, ongoing geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainties drive investor interest in precious metals as hedge against inflation and market volatility. And fourth is the pending technical scope. What does this mean? So it has still not reached all time high. So let's look at a graph. This is the graph of silver price. Now, one candle is showing 6 months. So one candle is representing 6 months. And as you can see, the graph goes back till even 1966. So all time high was created in somewhere around 1981. Then next all-time high was created somewhere around 2020, so 2011, 12, around that time. And at the moment in 2025, we are somewhere around here. And there is still 16% scope before we reach the all-time high. And another important thing is this time around, the momentum is quite solid. And you can see 6 months candlesticks, they are very solid candlesticks. They are not blips. They are solid candlesticks. So there is a very high probability based on this chart that the price could easily reach the all time high and can even go further based on this graph as well as the supply demand thing that we have seen, the report of the Silver Institute. Okay, let's go back to the next tailwind, and which is the gold to silver ratio normalization scope. Now, again, this is a technical scope. Let's see another chart to understand this. So, this chart shows gold to silver price ratio. Each candle represents 1 month. Now, as you can see, in 2011, where it is in 2011 around here it is, the gold to silver ratio come down to a certain point. We have drawn a line from that, and where does this line intersect the graph again? In 2021, in 2024, sometime in 2024, and now it is again coming down, but still it has 7%. Now there are a couple of ways how this gold to silver ratio can come down. Either the gold prices could fall, which is highly unlikely because of the several reasons which I have shared in my previous video. If you have not checked that out, then I would highly recommend you to check that video as well. Now, if gold does not fall, then what could be the other possibility? If silver rises substantially is in comparison to gold, then too this GSR could come down, and that is the precisely the reason how this GSR is coming down in last 4 5 months. In last 5 6 months, we have seen earlier silver has given higher returns than gold. So this GSR has come down. It has further scope of 7% to come down. So, for example, in next 2 3 years, if gold prices doubles, these silver prices are bound to double based on this graph. If we consider that this graph is correct, the silver prices will double, but in along with that, it has further scope of 7 to 8%. So it's again a very good uh, factor in favor of silver. Now let's see few of the headwinds. So the factors which can drag the prices down. So the major headwinds for silver, first is the global economic slowdown. Silver's strong reliance on industrial demand makes it vulnerable to a global economic slowdown or recession. A contraction in manufacturing could reduce demand and put downward pressure on prices. Next is the government policies and tariffs. The imposition of new trade tariffs could disrupt global supply chains and negatively impact industrial demand for silver. Third is the recessionary risks. While silver benefits from a safe haven narrative, a severe recession could cause industrial demand to plummet, potentially leading to silver underperforming gold as gold is seen more purely as a monetary asset. And fourth is investment flows. While recent investment has been strong, a sudden shift in investor sentiment or profit booking after a significant price rally could lead to a strong short term pullbacks. Okay, so we have seen the major tailwinds, we have seen the major headwinds, we have seen the corresponding graphs, the technical scopes that are due. So to conclude, it seems that there are several factors working in favor of silver, and I personally could see its prices rising considerably in the time ahead. So that is all from my side in this video. Thanks for watching it, and if you have liked the content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back soon with another video. Goodbye for now.